So good evening also. So this week we'll learn about Excel charts. So in this topic we'll learn how to create some charts using Excel with the data or table provided. Okay. So charts. So there are a lot of variety of charts as you can see in the screen, right? So we can create all like a pie chart, like a bar chart. This is a plot chart, something like that. So we have different various type of charts that is available in Excel. And so, for example, this is a column chart. Okay, so the data is in a column wise. Okay, so if you see this example, right? Uh, Column charts use vertical bars to represent data. They can work with many different types of data, but they are most frequently used for comparing information. Uh, so they what they so what are we trying to do is we're trying to compare some kind of book sales here. So classic books or mystery books or something. So all are same type of data, and we are comparing them per year. Okay, for 2008 we are comparing the classics. So classics is around just below $220,000. Okay, and for mystery it's just around $80,000. So similarly we have five categories for every year. So this is how you segregate the data and show it on a column chart. Okay, uh, so every type of data is mapped to an color. And we have 5 years of record, 5 years of data here. So 2008, 2009, 2000 up to 2012 we have. Okay, so this is how we represent a column chart. Okay, so then we have something called line chart. So line chart is also similar. This is line charts are ideal for showing trends. The data points are connected with lines, making it easy to see whether the values are increasing or decreasing over time. So if you see this here, right, the chart is created the same data, but the way it is represented it's in a different format. Okay, so if you see this, right, all the data is same. So on 2008, all this sales were at the same level. Okay, so the number of records sold or number of books sold, uh, or the value of books sold actually. So the value of books sold in dollars, right? It's all same and it's using the same data. But here you can see the increase or decrease of the data, increase or decrease of sales for comparatively year by year. Okay, so if you see the previous chart, right, you won't be able to see all those things. I mean, you won't be able to see the trend here. Okay, so you can see compare the data between several points, but this is a different, and it can show the increase in trend or decreasing values over time. So this the purpose of having line charts. Okay, then we have pie chart. So pie chart makes it easy to compare proportions. Each value is shown as slice of the pies, so it's easy to see which values make up the percentage of a whole. Okay, so if you see if you take the total sales of this one, and if you want to compare the mystery sales, okay, so mystery sales is around $78,970. Okay, so this occupies the most of the chart, and this is based on proportion. So proportionately, this mystery has sold a greater chunk of the pie. Okay, so comparatively, others are a bit lesser. So based on the amount, you can see the value of the value of the record sold, right, or the book sold. So you can see it here. So 78 is bigger, and next bigger thing is young adult, and next one is
ம்.
romance. So this is how you
போல்
compare.
நீ போனியா?
This is
ம்.
how you compare all the data. Okay.
எத்தனை மணில இருந்து எத்தனை மணி வரைக்கும்?
And let's so this is a bar chart. Bar chart are similar to column charts, but they use horizontal rather than vertical bar. So if you see this, right, the column chart, the the bars were in or in vertical position. So now it is horizontal position. That's the only difference. But the data is very similar. So you can see the value sold in the X column, I mean X axis, and you can see the years in the Y axis. So that's the difference in bar and the column chart. So bar charts are displayed horizontally, while graph while column chart is displayed vertically. Okay, so that's the difference. Okay, so we have area charts. So area charts similar to line charts, except the areas under the lines are filled in. Okay, so you can see the uh, area also filled in. So that is it's similar to line charts, but you can see the colors are filled with for this particular chart. Okay. So now they have surface chart. Surface chart will help display data across a 3D landscape. They work best with large data sets, allowing you to see a variety of information at the same time. Okay, so this is a surface chart. Okay, so we can see those examples. Okay, uh, so chart description. Okay, so here there are various parts of a chart. Okay, the title should clearly describe what the chart is illustrating. So here the title of the chart is book sales. So it's displayed here, and vertical axis. So the vertical axis is this one. So total sales is vertical axis, also known as a y-axis. It's a vertical part of the chart. Here, the vertical axis measures the value of the columns. In the example, measured value is each genre's total sales. So total sales is displayed here in the vertical axis, and horizontal axis is this one. Here we have given. The horizontal axis, also known as the x-axis, is the horizontal part of the chart. Here, the horizontal axis identifies the categories in the chart. In this example, each genre is placed in its own group. Okay. So the horizontal x-axis, right? It is categorized into different genres. So classics, mystery, romance, and sci-fi and young adult. All these things are classified uh, and grouped together. Okay. So there is a chart description here. The data series. Okay. The data series consists of the related data points in the chart. In this example, as we can see, the legend, the yellow column represents the sales in February. So if you see here, right, this is the data series they are talking about. Okay, so here it gives information about the chart. Okay, so here you can see, for example, right, the yellow color uh, displays the amount of sales done in the month of February. Okay, so similarly, we have separate colors for every uh, for everything. Okay, the legend identifies which data series each color of the chart responds. In this example, legend identifies the different months of the chart. Okay, so here you can see the months of the chart displayed for each legend. So data series and legend are a bit similar. Okay. Uh, So select the cells you want to. So let's see how to create a chart now. So select the cells you want to create a chart, including the column titles, the row labels. Okay, here you can see the data is in a tabular format. Okay, so we have classics, mystery, and all this information in a tabular format. And what we have to do is first we have to select all the data, and then from the insert tab, click the desired chart command. In our example, we'll select column chart here, and choose the desired type of the chart, the drop down menu. The selected chart will be inside of the worksheet. Okay, so let's try to create the chart first. So for that, first let's create the table here. So what we are going to do is now we are going to create a chart. So until this, yeah, are these things clear for you all? இதெல்லாம் புரிஞ்சுச்சா நான் சொன்னதெல்லாம்?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So first, let us create this table. First, let's say genre, the sales in January, February, February, March, April, May. Eighteen, 850, 49, 225, 16, 326, 26, 134. Oh, 78, 970. So we have created this table and we'll display some colors for it. So we're going to create a chart for this particular table, right? So this is format cells and display as currency. So what so the for the first step is as per our sheet, right? So what we have to do is select the cells you want the charts including the column titles and the row labels. Okay, so what you're going to do is, so this is the column title, genre is a column title, and all this is the row title, right? Row labels. So what we are going to do is we have to select all these things, select all the data. Then these cells will be the source data for the chart. In our example, we'll select cells A1 to F6. From the insert tab, click this desired chart command. In our example, we'll see the column in the insert tab. So go to the insert tab, select the desired chart column in the chart, right? So we can insert whatever chart we want. Okay, so what we are going to do is we're going to insert a 2D column chart, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this one. So I'll select the basic one first, clustered column, basic chart, click on it, and that's it. Your chart is created now. Okay, so now you can see all the information of the chart. So you can see the chart title. This is called legend, and all you can see the amount of sales in the y-axis, and you can see the months in the x-axis. Okay, so this is how you create a chart. So is that clear for you guys? Is it clear, or have to explain it again?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. And okay, so this is the column chart. Okay, and, so if you want to change the title, you can change the titles here. You can change it to book sales, right? So you can change the title here. So similarly, maybe we can create another chart for this. So maybe we can create the next chart we studied is we studied the line chart, right? So we'll draw a line chart here. Okay, so line chart, and what I'll do is we have to select a chart data, right? So we have to select the data. So the data is already selected, I guess. Insert. So this is a line chart. Yeah, so this is a line chart. Click on this, and I think the data is not selected because it's in a different thing, right? Different. So right click on the chart. You can do select data, and you can select the cell range using this thing. Okay, so you can go here, select the data, and press enter. Click OK, and now you see the data. So what I've done is first I created the chart, and then I right click on the chart and selected the data. So instead of selecting the data and then creating the chart, now what I did is I created the chart first and then added the data back to this thing. So now we have a line chart with the data here. So it's as we discussed earlier, right? The line chart it will show the trend here. So it will show the trend from it will show the trend, the increase or decrease clearly comparatively better than a column chart. Okay, so if you want to add legends here, right? So in this chart we don't have the legends shown. So might be we can right click and do select a show all the legends here. Let's see how to do that. See, we can show the legends using the layouts here. So if you click on the layout, right, you'll have a different set of layouts here. So you can choose any one of these layouts, and you can see that. So we'll select the basic layout. The first one shows all these things. So if you see the layout one right here, right, it shows the what is going to show. It's going to show the chart title, the legend at the right side, the vertical x-axis, horizontal axis, vertical axis, and major grid lines. Okay, so if, let's select this one, click on this, and now you can see the legends added here. So this is how you can use layouts to show legends for your data. Okay, so here, even if you want to select the title, change the title, you can change it again. So you can click on it and say book sales. So we can say book sales and say line data. I mean line, what is it? Line chart, right? Line chart. Okay. So x-axis you can say volume of sales or something like that. So what did we refer here? You can say volume of sales by SGD, something like that. Okay. So y-axis they don't show it anything, right? So this is basically how you create a line chart. Okay, so now let's try to create a pie chart from the same data. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to create a pie chart now. So let's say I create a new chart. Maybe this time I'll copy the data here. So I'll copy all the data. So Control C, and I'll copy the data here. So the same way, so someone maybe someone can help me create a pie chart now. So how do we create a pie chart? So it's the same way. Okay, so what I'm going to do is you need to copy the data. I mean, select the data, then to go to the insert tab and look for the pie chart here. So if you hover around, right, you can see insert a pie or a donut chart here. So use the chart to show proportions of a whole. Use it when the total of your numbers is 100%. Click the arrow to see the different types of pie or donut charts available. Pause the pointer to on the icons to see a preview in your document type. So if you want to see a preview, right, we can see it. Okay, click on it and you can see the pie chart here. And you can see some previews here. So these charts look complex. So this is a 3D pie chart. And this is a donut chart. Okay. So let's create a simple one first. Okay. So I'll create a simple 2D pie chart here. Use this chart to show proportions of a whole. Use it when numbers equals 100%. The chart contains only a few pie slides. Many slides makes this angles hard to eliminate. Okay. So click on it and you will have a pie chart created. So this is how you create a pie chart, and you can see the legends also here. So you can see which color refers to which genre here. Okay. So if you want to add labels for this, right, add data labels. So now you can see some data added. So right click on it, format labels. You can see, do a lot of stuff here. So you can show it as a percentage. Okay, so you can see the percentage calculation here. Here, the classics are sold 41%. Okay, so similarly, if you see here, right, so this is chart on the classics alone, right? So what this data represents, right? It represents the data on the classics alone, I guess. Okay. See, this is a February sales. This is March, right? March, okay. And this one is April here. So this is just a data that is created for classics alone. So all this, right, based on proportions, it has split it and given accordingly, okay. So yeah, so if you want to create a chart for uh, mystery or something, we can do it. Okay. So what I did is I changed the data. Okay, so I created. I right click on the chart and selected the data. If I want to show for mystery alone, right, I can do it. Or else if I want to show for sci-fi and fantasy alone, right, I can do it. So you can see the change, value changing, and also the header changing automatically based on the data. So all these things can be done using these things. Okay, so this is another example of a pie chart. So let's see a bar chart, area chart, right? Yeah, let's see the bar chart. Let's see how to create a bar chart now. So similar to that, what we can do is go to insert. Yeah, so the 2D bar chart is here. Click on the data first. And what we can do is we can select the data. So right click on it and select data. So right click on the chart, select data. And now we can click on it and go to the chart. I mean, go to the sheet and then you can select the data. Okay, so once done, click on it, click OK. Now you should be able to see your chart here. See, as I said, right, this chart is a bit different. The data is displayed in a horizontal manner, comparatively in a vertical manner for a bar chart. So chart title. So we have a chart title. You can change chart title here if you want. So book sales here. Okay. So this is how you create a chart for horizontal chart. Okay. So if you want to add labels and all, you can go to layouts and you can see that. So this is how you create a horizontal chart. Let's learn about layouts later. Okay. First, let's create the basic chart first. So let's create an area chart. So area chart is also very simple. Okay. So this is what chart it is. Okay, this is a bar chart, right? Bar chart. Okay. So now let's create an area chart also. So similar to that, go to insert. Click on this, and you'll find the area chart. Use the chart or show trends over time or categories. Use it when category order is not important. Highlight the magnitude of change over time. Okay, click on it. Right click, select data. So let's try to select data using the sheet name, right? So what you can do is sheet one. So instead of selecting it through the mouse, right, I'm trying to use it using the keystrokes. So A1 to F6. Okay, so we got the data, right? So we got all the data here. Click OK. So now you can see the trends here. So if you click right, you can see all the trends here. Select a layout. See this layout, right? It shows the data also, right? So Yeah. So you can choose any of these layouts like this, okay? So this is how you create an area chart. Okay, surface charts. Let's try to create surface charts also. Okay. Insert. Yeah. So we have a surface chart here. So click on this one. Click on surface. To create surface, let's select at least two series of data. Okay. So let's do one thing. First, copy the data here. Copy the data. Okay. Control C. Copy data here. So as usual, we have to select the data. Go to insert and then click the drop down and click surface. Okay. So this is how you create a surface chart. So this is also a 3D chart. Looks nice, right? Yeah, so we have all the data. So each color represents each sales or each category. Here you can see the so here it's a since it's a 3D chart, right? There are three axes, X, Y, and Z axis, right? So this is the I think this is the Y axis, and this is the X axis. Y axis we are representing the sales in money. Okay, so here the y-axis, sorry, this is y-axis and this is x-axis in here representing the months, and in the z-axis, right, we are representing the genre. So based on that, we have developed a 3D surface chart. Okay, so we can see the legends also here. So there are various legends that is shown here. So apart from that, others are similar. So you can change the chart title and all those stuff here. So yeah, so that's it on charts. Okay, chart description, vertical axis, we seen all those things. Okay, yeah. Okay, so let's take a break and maybe I'll give you an exercise. You can do that first. Okay, so you guys can create a chart for anything like this. Yeah, so you guys can create a chart for this. Okay, so something similar like so select all the data, insert. Okay, so you guys can create a chart like this with the proper thing. So I'll give you up to 7:30. Okay, so you can try and let me know. So you guys try this and let me know. Okay, if you're stuck anywhere, let me know. Okay. So you can start So this chart is about car sales by uh, by gender. Okay, so here we have several car companies and uh, who bought and how much percentage of men bought and how much percent of women bought these cars. Okay, so based on this, you have to create a chart on this. So create this, copy this data first. Try to create the data first and then create the chart. Okay, so I'll give you up to 7:35. Okay, so let's you guys start to work on it and let me know if you are stuck anywhere or need any help. Okay, so எதாவது help வேணா கேளுங்க. Okay. Okay, so let's continue the lessons. Okay, so you try, guys. Other guys try to do as a homework and let me share it with me. Okay. Uh, let's continue with our classes. Okay. So we learned how to insert a chart. Okay, chart and layout style. Okay, add chart elements. So Excel allows you to add chart elements, including chart titles, legends, data labels, to make the chart easier to read. So we learned what are these things, right? We know what is a chart title, what is a legend, what is a data label, and all those things we know, right? So Excel lets you add all these things using the add chart element here. Okay, so here you can add all these different types of elements. So there are a lot of elements and we learned about only very few. Okay, to add a chart element, click on the add chart element command, the design tab, then you can choose a desired element from the drop down menu. Okay, so okay, let's try to do that thing. Okay, so let's say if you want to add something to this particular chart, right? What you can do is go to insert, uh, where do they want to click us? Okay, so here, right, they want to do it in the near the quick load. It's here. Okay, format design. Okay, so in the design tab, right, so once you select the chart, right, once you select a chart, right, there are two menus that appears. Okay, there is a design and a format tab that appears on selecting the particular chart. Okay, so what we are going to do is, if you want to add a chart element, select the chart, go to the design tab, and then go to the add chart element. Okay, so once you do that, you can add anything you want. So there are several things that can be added. Okay, so primary, horizontal, or something is data labels. Okay, data labels. So let's say data labels, we want to add data labels to the chart. So you can see it, right? If you want to do it to the center or left or something. So if you want to add any data labels, which means for the particular data, right? If you want to add the money or the value in the x-axis, right? If you want to show that, you can do it here. So go here, select something below or something like that. Okay, so this is data label. So when you select none, it won't show anything. But when you select when you add this thing, right, you can see this data. So data table with the legend keys. Okay, so if you want to see with the legend keys, so if you want to see the data, no legend keys, data table. Okay, so there's something called data table. So for now the current value is none. Okay, so if you want to add the data table with the legend keys, so with the legend keys mean that you are talking about this one. So it will show all the data with the data legend keys also, that which means nothing but the legend with the appropriate matching colors also shown here. So similarly, we can add several things like this. Okay, so you can add grid lines if you want. So you can see the grid lines, right? You hover over it, you can see all the preview also here. So you can see grid lines. You want to see the legends at right side or left side, or whichever side you want, you can show it. Okay, so you can add to the top, you can add to the left, or something like that. So line strength, line above lines. Okay, so there are several things like this. Okay, so a lot of things are comes by default or this thing. So if you want to add it, you can add it by going to the design tab and then go to the add element chart, and you can add it to the chart. Hello, Rajshekhar. Please welcome. So okay. So I can see you. Several guys have joined late today. It's okay, no problem. So we have covered a lot of things today. Yeah, so just now we saw how to add chart and layout styles, right? Then we'll see how to change the layout of a particular chart. So layout, to edit a chart element like a chart title, simply double click the placeholder and begin typing. So this we've seen it already, right? How to change the title, okay? So double click on it and we can change it. So similarly, if you want to add if you want to change the layout of a chart, right? Let's say I want to change the layout of a particular bar chart. Go to select the chart, go to the design tab, and here you can see an option called layout. Okay, so layout is nothing but the chart elements placed in a particular way. Okay, so if you see this here, right? Here in this particular layout, the legend is appearing at the top, right? And all this data is present here. So similarly, if you want to have a layout with the data legends also, right? Data, what do we call this? This is called a data label, right? So if you want data labels by in a predefined way, you can select this one particular one. So similarly, we have a lot of different layouts that is predefined in Excel for a particular type of chart. You can see different layouts, and you can select, and you just have to click and change it. That's it. So this is how you change the layout of a particular chart. So, and as we see, right, if you want to change the title of a chart, all you have to do is you have to click on the chart title and then change the sales value there. Okay. So yeah, so that's it. So that's how you change your layouts. So apart from that, let's see what do we have. So we saw how to change layouts. So chart and layout style, quick layout command. If you don't want to add chart elements individually, you can use one of the Excel's predefined layouts. Yeah, so that's what we learned, right? We can choose from any of the predefined layout that Excel already has. Simply click the layout command, then choose a desired layout from the drop-down menu. So yeah, you can use it, right? You can click the drop-down menu to select one of the layouts. Okay. So Excel also includes several chart styles, okay, which allow you to quickly modify the look and feel of a chart. To change the chart style, select the desired style from the chart styles group. You can also click from the drop-down menu on the right to see more styles. Okay. So we'll see about chart styles now. We saw about layouts and all these things. So now we'll see about chart styles. Okay. So in the same way in the design tab, there is something called chart styles here. So before that, we'll see change colors. Okay. So if you want to change the colors for the particular things, right? You can see here. Since you have five different categories, right? You have a set of five different colors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or some color palettes, right? So you can choose any one of those color palettes here, and you can see your legends in a different color. Okay. So monochromatic is colorful, and all these things are there. Let's keep the default one. Okay. So we'll keep this one. And then let's see about chart styles. Okay, so here you can see that in the design tab there is something called chart styles here. So chart styles is similar to layouts, but it changes the overall appearance here. So you can change the background, you can change uh, the color of the bars and all these things. The background you can change. You can see the background. This one looks better. So similarly, you have different styles of charts that's present here. Okay. So it doesn't change the elements of the chart. Okay. So it doesn't add or delete elements. Okay. So uh, if you see this right, you don't add a data label or something. You just change this chart appearance. Okay. So it changes the uh, colors and all those stuff. So nothing else is changed. Okay. So yeah, so this is how you choose a chart style. So you can see the bar change, bar color, and all these things is it's a bit different. Okay, so we'll choose this one. Okay, so color tool is. So that's it on chart styles. So apart from that, so we have something called chart formatting and shortcut buttons. Okay, so you can also use the chart formatting shortcut buttons to quickly add and add chart elements, change the chart style and filter the chart data. Okay, so you can also choose a chart formatting. So there are so whenever you click a chart, right, there appears a formatting buttons. Okay, so using this you can change your chart elements, change the chart style and filter chart data. Okay, so we saw about filtering chart data also, right? So let's say if you click on this, right, you can see some three buttons here. So here you can add chart elements. Okay, it's the same thing as this one. Whatever you see in this design tab, but in a different format, you can say. So you can say access titles. So some data labels, data table with the legend, with no legends, all those things we saw, right? So it's a similar one, but it's given in a easier way to access it right beside the chart. So apart from the chart styles also is present here. Yeah, so the same one we saw, right? Chart styles. So this is also the same one. You can preview those things on hovering over it, and you can choose any one of those styles easily from this button. And then we have this something called filter data, right? Chart filters. So if you click on this, right, you'll have all the data that is present, and if you want to select or deselect any data, you can do it. So what do you mean by that is what do you mean by that is if you want to remove the classics from the category, right, you can remove it. If you want to mystery, remove romance, all these things we can data and click apply, right? Now you will see only two data, sci-fi and young adult here. All other data is gone, right? So the chat order element. See here, now only young adult and sci-fi fantasy is shown. So what I did is I have filtered all other all other data I don't need, right? So if you want to add it back, you can add it back. So click on it, select apply. You can see the mystery also added here. So similar to the data on the y-axis, and we can add or delete the data here in the x-axis also. So click on it, you will see only data for month March, April, and May. All others are eliminated or hidden. Okay. So if you want to add it back, you can select on it, click, select all those things, and click apply. So that's it. So if you want to select the data again, you can do it from here. So if you want to select a new data, right, you can do it, or else you can remove the data using these options also. So this is how you do chart filters. So is this clear for you guys? இப்போ இது வரைக்கும் சொன்ன வரைக்கும் எல்லாம் புரிஞ்சிருக்கா? ஏதாவது டவுட்ஸ் இருக்கா? ஃபில்டர்ஸ் அதெல்லாம்.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we have 22 more minutes, right? Okay. Let's run down quickly. Oh, we have so many slides. Okay. Okay. Now we'll learn about how to switch row and column data. sometimes may want to change the way the charts group your data. For example, the chart below, book sales is grouped by genre with columns for each. However, we could switch rows and columns so that the column data by month with the columns by month with genre. I mean, both the cases, chart contains the same data, it's organized differently. Okay, so in this thing, right, you can see the this thing as the sales is shown in the y-axis, and this grouping of the category is shown in the x-axis, right? You can change it. You can change it in a different way. So what you have to do is select the chart you want to modify. From the design tab, select the switch row and column command. The rows and columns will be switched. For example, the data is now grouped by month with the columns of each gender. What is the difference between previous and this one, right? See here, the data is grouped by the category, the genre of the books, right? Here you can see the data is grouped by the months of sale, right? So this is how you switch data between. This is how you organize your chart differently. You can show the charts in a different way here. So let's try to do that in our example. So let's go to the bar chart here. So now it's already in months. Okay. So what we have to do is select this chart, go to design, click on this button. So that's it. It's very simple, right? You can switch the data between, you can switch the groupings between the genres or between the months of data you can show. Okay, so that's it on, that's how you change the organization of your chart. So now there is another option to change the chart type. So in our example, we'll change a chart from a column to line chart. From the design tab, click the change chart type command. Okay, so similar. So click on the chart, go to design, and you can change the chart type here. So you can change it to something like this one, or you can choose anything from this one. Okay, so whichever applies, you can choose. So if you want to do a different chart, right, you can show a different chart. So there are several different types of charts present here. Okay, so you can choose any one of those charts, and you can change the chart type here. So yep, see, so all these charts can be chosen from this menu, from this option chart type here. Okay, so let's switch it to this one. So this is how you change the chart type. And so we've seen that. So to move a chart, okay. So whenever you insert a new chart, it will appear as an object on the same worksheet that contains its source data. You can easily move the chart to a new worksheet to help your data organize. Select the chart you want to move, click on the design tab, then select the move chart command. So it's right here, right? You select the move chart command. The move chart dialog box will appear. The select the desired location for the chart. In our example, we'll choose to move to a new sheet, which will create a new worksheet. Click OK. Okay, so that's the last thing. So now we are going to see how to move a chart from one sheet to another sheet. Okay, let's say I want to move the sheet to a new, move this chart to a new sheet. Okay, so we have this chart in this thing. So I'll select the chart, go to design, and go to move chart. Right, I can move to a new sheet with a new name. Okay, so chart one or something, or I can say book sales chart. I can change the name also here, and then click OK. You will see a new chart that is created, and you can see the chart added to the particular sheet. Okay, so it's before the thing is added. It's a first line is in the, I mean, as the first sheet it's added. Okay, so this is how you move to a new sheet. Let's try another example. Let's say if I want to move this chart, right, click on this move chart. Let's try this object in, right, to a different chart name. So let's say I want to add to the book sales chart again. Okay, click on it. Now you can see in the book sales chart, right? You can see two charts added here. So I can just move this one out. It's overlapping. I'm not able to move it outside. Okay. So seems to be overlapping. So what can be done here? Okay, that's it. So that's how we move a chart. Okay. So there are some issues with moving a chart. It's being overwritten, but if you want to move another chart, right, you can click on it. Go to design, go to move chart, and you can add it to a surface chart. Okay, so it will move to the surface chart table. So sheet, right, surface chart. So now you can see there are two charts here. So this is how you move charts here. So yeah, so that's it for the week. Okay, so let's see our homework. So you guys have to do this two things. Okay, so you have to do this. To use this data to create a pie chart and use this data to create a chart for the column chart. Okay, so only two examples homework for this week. Okay, so yeah, thanks.